Most often, pre-launch prices are always cheaper, and that's exactly why many buyers rush in without asking the important questions. But the question is, what is pre-launch land sales? Why is it cheaper? And why is it one of the riskiest property investments anybody can ever make? Now, pre-launch land sales simply means offering you a land before the developer has completed or obtained the necessary legal and regulatory approvals needed to market or to develop that estate. In many cases, the developer is yet to even finish paying for the land. It will shock you, right? In other words, titles are not yet perfected. Developmental applications and approvals are not yet even in place. What is being marketed to you at this stage is promise and not certainty.
Are you serious right now?
Most of the developers won't let you know this because if you do, you might lose interest in the offer. And guess what? Most buyers wouldn't also ask any of these questions touching on the above documents and approvals because they don't know, neither would they understand. So developers ride on this ignorance. However, the attraction here is obvious. Developers would always advertise massive discounts, flexible payment plans, and fear of losing out will be infused into their adverts. Buyers are told buy now before prices go up without being told that the land itself is not yet legally their own or secured. At this stage, the buyer is essentially financing the developer's gamble. So, what are the risks a buyer is exposed to? Number one, title risks. Title risks in the sense that, as I earlier explained, the developer has not yet completed his transaction with whoever is selling the land or donating the land to him or her. Most developers have at this stage is what we call contract of sale. There is an understanding, there is an agreement. In some of those contract of sales, the owner of the land or who is selling the land to the developer would conditionally allow the developer to start selling upon certain conditions. We will go back into that as time goes on. But one of the risks you as a subscriber face is if anything happens along the line, you don't have any title because the developer himself has not gotten any title nor perfected his titles. So title risks is number one exposure you face when you buy at this pre-launch stage. It's good that if you are entering into any transaction, you understand the whole risks involved. That is number one. Two, regulatory risks. You will see developers at this stage telling you, okay, this place is meant for duplex, the estate is meant for bungalow, terrace, this, that. These are all designs in the mind of the developer. They are all paper designs because if you ask the developer of the building approval at this stage, layout plan approval at this stage, none is existent. So by the end of the day, there will be regulatory challenges if what they have in mind fails to scale through. And before they submit any application for approval, they would have finished settling with the owner of the land. And they depend on your money to settle the owner of the land and deed of conveyance being formally conveyed to the developer before the developer will be in right legal stead to apply for any building approval or any site plan approval. The regulatory challenges or risks are transferred to you. You may want to ask, can we cite this building approval, site plan approval, physical planning approval? You will not get any. That's one of the reasons why the land is being sold very cheap, giving long payment plan and a lot of promises to you. 3, land may later be restricted. Land use may later be restricted. That's why it's always better getting the requisite approvals before marketing. Where a developer secures a large expanse of land hoping to build residential estates, and after collecting money from subscribers, settling the owner of the land, and now starts applying for approval for the estate. And physical planning department now tells the developer, no, this estate cannot be sited here. That's what I mean by land use might be restricted. If the developer faces this kind of challenge along the way, it bounces back to you. Everything about pre-launch estate plot sales is like putting the cat before the horse. Sometimes they get away with it and the subscribers smile. Most other times, a lot of stories come in between. That's why it is a very high risk real estate investment. Are we condemning it totally? No. We are going to give you our take as far as pre-launch real estate sales is concerned. The number 4 risk about pre-launch real estate sales is risk of developers' failure. Some of them do keep their words, but most of them do not keep their words. Ordinarily, they should mop up funds from subscribers, settle the owner of the land, and start processing their application for developmental approvals. But what most of them do, they get too greedy. As they gather the money from subscribers, their personal needs take precedence. Rush to acquire another estate plot elsewhere will take precedence, forgetting that they are leaving the owner of the land waiting for completion of payment, forgetting that the money they are collecting from you people, that you will come for your land tomorrow. So you find out that in this case, the contract of sale between the owner of the land and the estate developer may collapse because of non-remittance of funds. The owner of the land might have given, okay, land buyer or the estate developer, you have 24 months, 2 years to pay up and take your documents. And he is selling and diverting the money to a different project altogether. It may cause the one you are buying into to fail. So this is the fourth risk, and it is most grievous. In fact, in most cases, this is what causes most real estate deals to fail. Developers' greed, because they want to open up estates here and there. They divert money from one estate, money meant for infrastructure or meant for payment of land, they divert it to another estate, leaving the other one inchoate, incomplete. The subscribers shouting, frustrated. So this is the fourth risk you face when you go into pre-launch real estate purchase. Now, if the developer runs out of money, faces litigation, or abandons the project, buyers are left stranded. What is our take? What is our advice? Generally, pre-launch sales is a win-win situation if you are dealing with a developer with proven track record of fidelity. Now, besides integrity of the developer, you need a carefully worded contract of sale targeted towards protecting your invested capital if peradventure the project fails along the way, so that you can be able to recoup your invested capital at the rate that will be able to purchase you the same type, size, and location of property, so that you don't lose money due to inflation. At Encumberedproperties.com, the safety of your real estate investment is our goal. That's why we produce the 7 steps to acquiring a clean property title. It's a practical checklist. This manual helps you negotiate real estate deals from a knowledge angle. It helps you dictate red flags in real estate offers. It also lets you know the important documents to demand to see and how to verify each and every one of them. The link to download this very important manual is in the description. Due diligence and mortgage services are also available at Encumberedproperties.com. Send us a DM or check the links below. Our mission is very, very simple: to help buyers identify hidden risks as we have exposed to you here before your money changes hands. We believe that no land is cheap if it is legally unsafe, and no investment is smart if it has no feature. For more safety real estate alerts, follow us on this channel and share to keep others safe. Do you know of any risky real estate offers anywhere? Kindly bring them to our notice. Together, let's make the real estate sector free from fraud. I remain Madwe Kemwere, a real estate lawyer, a chief superintendent of police, and by God's grace, the founder, Encumberedproperties.com. Encumberedproperties.com is the only real estate fraud prevention platform. We love you here and we care about your safe real estate investment. Thank you.